Hey, it's Clay, and this will be a video chart on ticker symbol ACB. We will take a look at the 30-minute time frame. Real quick, what do I mean by 30-minute in case maybe you're new to charts? Instead of each one of these candlesticks here representing 1 day's worth of price action, which is what you would normally see, each one represents 30 minutes. So while this here may look like several days worth of time, it's actually today's price action broken down into 30-minute time slices. I like to this time frame that does a good job of telling the quote-unquote story of the price, and then makes mapping out levels of support and resistance a bit easier to see. Did this analysis on Tuesday, so that is the green line down here is coming from. And this will mean a little bit more to those of you that watched the video on Tuesday. But I mean, talk about just a couple of levels that I've been talking about. 100% in play right now. The first level is that purple line up there, the 50-period moving average, which, as I've talked about, would be considered an area of resistance. And that, once again today, all day long has played a role as resistance, just constantly knocking down the price. On the flip side of things, though, the other level I talked about was that pink line, the 200-period simple moving average, and you can see that several times today, including where the price ultimately closed. That level has held as support. So in other words, with and there's not much space between these two lines either. So translation there is, on Thursday something's got to give. So what I want to do is kind of look at both sides of that equation because I'm not going to sit here. Nobody knows. Nobody knows what direction it's going to go. But the point is that there are a lot of eyeballs watching this dynamic. So I should note that this is not, I don't want to come across like this is a great discovery on my part that nobody has taken notice of. And no, a lot of people are watching this. And I bring that up because when lots of people are watching and wondering the same thing, call it a self-fulfilling prophecy, call it whatever you want, but it can produce some pretty interesting price dynamics. And that is what's going on here is a lot of people, like I said, are watching and wondering the same thing. So in the event that the bears went out here and are able to push the price downwards, where are some of these levels of support at? Well, the level down here at 690, yes, that is an overall level of support, but I don't think the price would just, flush all the way down there. But at that point, I don't think it would be very shocking at all to see the price go down there and at least test $7.10 as that next level of support. So again, if the bears went out and the price falls to the downside of that pink line, then $7.10 would be that initial level to keep an eye on. Now, in the event the price actually pushes up through that purple line so it can break through that area of resistance, and in other words, the bulls went out and are able to push upwards, the next level to keep an eye on from a resistance standpoint is that top of the channel up there around $7.45. So these are kind of the key levels to watch depending on what happens within. Really, if you want to picture each of those moving averages as trend lines, then you would just, you could call this a little symmetrical triangle, wedge pattern, whatever floats your boat. But that's essentially what is formed right there. Again, by no means is this some sort of great discovery. A lot of people watching this, a lot of people wondering. So I'd expect some pretty dynamic movements either one way or the other. One of the biggest questions I get is, hey Clay, how do you find the stocks that you trade? So what I've done is put together a free resource guide where I talk about the tools that I use to locate stocks that I find interesting and think may have potential. So if that sounds like something that could add value to you as a trader, then click on the image that is up on the screen right now and I will email you the guide. The guide itself is very short and to the point, and best part, it's completely free. Thanks for watching the video. Let me know if you have any questions.